Good Monday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the in-depth video forecast analysis discussion for this beautiful autumn-like Monday, the 21st of September 2015. Beautiful and cool weather conditions this morning on your way out the door. And it's generally cloudy to partly cloudy across the entire forecast region. Most of these are jet stream clouds. We'll show you that in just a moment. Temperatures this morning are ranging from the chilly upper 40s in the colder spots of northwestern New Jersey and the higher elevations of the Poconos in northeastern Pennsylvania, also up the Hudson River Valley. Temperatures in and around the New York City metropolitan area in the upper 50s to around 60. And they're also in the mid-50s across eastern Pennsylvania, southeastern Pennsylvania around the I-95 corridor too, just to around 60 degrees in a few spots, and all the winds are generally light out of the north-northeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and already some of those winds are beginning to gust a little bit, especially out along the coastal reaches of Long Island Sound this morning. Gorgeous with high pressure in control. Morning surface chart from WeatherRoanoke.com and digital atmosphere software shows the high pressure ridge over southeastern Quebec and Ontario here, moving, giving us a wind direction that's marine air mass influenced out of the north and northeast, keeping a chill over the northern mid-Atlantic region during today. Morning passive visible satellite imagery this morning shows a variable mixture of high and mid-level cloud cover associated with an old frontal boundary off the coast, and some jet streak clouds associated with that are in place. On the water vapor channel, our front is south here off of the coastline, but we do have a little bit of lifting here around the easterly fetch of moisture here, especially towards the Tennessee and Mississippi River Valley area. A little of that lifting showing up here across the Chesapeake into southern New Jersey this morning as well. One of the newer and updated products here with scripts added from College of DuPage. We have the overlays here. Here's our area of high pressure this morning across the southern New England, ridging down through the northern mid-Atlantic. We do have a mid-level disturbance causing some precipitation, some moderate to heavy pockets of rain across the Virginias this morning, and also down through southern Mississippi and the Tennessee River Valley area this morning. We don't have any airport delays this morning. That's good news, but on the coastal waters we do have some small craft advisories, and these are in effect until 6 p.m. this evening. Winds and seas out of the northeast at 15 to 25 knots with gust up to 30 knots. And that means that the seas could be building to 5 feet or higher during the higher points of the heights here of the stronger winds. Also along the New Jersey coast, we have small craft advisories until 6 a.m. on Wednesday for northeast winds at 15 to 20 knots, gust up to 30 knots, and seas averaging 5 to 8 feet. On the south shore and east ends of Long Island this morning, we have a coastal hazard statement, a high rip current risk in effect through Monday evening. That's tonight. And that's going to be for eastern Suffolk County. Rip current risk is high, surf height 3 to 5 feet. And so if you're surfing out there earlier this morning, you're going to have to be careful and mindful of those conditions. And your pollen forecast for the rest of the week is basically going to be on the lower side, but ragweed, chenopod's, and grasses are still flourishing some of the pollen out there for you sufferers. Late September UVI index still on the medium side right through the week. Surf zone forecast for the New York and Long Island beaches. For today, there is a moderate risk of rip currents, so you better be careful out there. Lightning risk none today. Surf height 4 to 6 feet. That's choppy. Water temperatures are in the middle 70s now. Partly sunny skies. Max temperatures around 72. That's the air temperature. The water temperatures are a little warmer than that. And the winds will be out of the northeast, and they'll be gusty today at 15 to 20 miles per hour with some higher gust. The next high tide at East Rockaway Inlet will be at 2:09 this afternoon. For the New Jersey and Delaware beaches for today, partly sunny, temperatures in the lower 70s. Beach winds out of the northeast at around 15, surf 5 to 6 feet, that's choppy. Dominant period every 4 seconds out of an east swell at 3 to 4 feet. Surf temperature right around 71, UVI index is moderate at 3, and there is a moderate risk of rip currents today. The next high tide at Belmar will be at about 1:29 this afternoon. And as of 5 a.m. this morning, we do have Tropical Storm Ida right now. And Ida is a tropical storm. Its location about 19.8 north, 47.3 west, about 1,035 miles to the east of the northern Leeward Islands. Maximum sustained winds are about 50 miles per hour, and its central pressure is about 29.62 inches, moving to the north-northwest at about 8 miles per hour. It's expected to become a minimal Category 1 storm here during the next 24 to 36 hours, and still it's going to be a Category 1 storm just east of the island chains here by the forecast probably by the next 2 days or so, or at least the next several days, with maximum sustained winds minimal at about 75 miles per hour. About a week or two ago, the Mid-Atlantic River Forecast Center changed the servers that hold the graphics that we're showing you now, but we've updated that on both websites so you can get that information right there. Right now, for the year, we're running about 10 inches below normal precipitation. We're in a slight area of a drought here across northeastern New Jersey and into Connecticut and parts of Long Island as well. On the aviation weather deck today, VFR conditions expected to continue throughout the day. Persistent easterly flow continues across the region as high pressure remains to the north of the area, low pressure remains to our south. And this gradient will, with these systems tightening up a bit later today, the winds and knots will be around 8 to 12 knots with higher speeds towards the coast. Wind gusts up to 20 knots are possible and again are more likely as you head towards the coast. Some lower clouds along the coast this morning should continue to work their way to the south, bases at around 3,500 feet. And are expected to remain VFR, but a few MVFR bases may pass through across the region from the west and will be our predominant cloud cover throughout the period. So there is the potential for some light rain to make its way to our area and possibly affect our western and southern terminals. Guidance differs on the timing, but it looks like the greatest probability for rain will be the southern and southwesternmost areas. And any of these showers that make their way into the area, they're expected to be light and mostly likely would continue to see VFR conditions. For Tuesday, MVFR ceilings likely near the coast with marine stratocumulus clouds. Probability of the extended period of MVFR ceilings decreases further inland at Allentown and Reading, and those places remain VFR. Northeast winds gust to around 20 to 25 knots. Especially stronger around the coast here, around Atlantic City and Allentown and Reading at about 5 to 10 knots. Tuesday night through Thursday, VFR winds basically north Wednesday and northeast Thursday, about 10 to 15 knots near the coast and 5 to 15 knots inland. Thursday night through Friday, MVFR ceilings may return, especially over the eastern terminals. Onshore flow strengthening once again. Still uncertainty with the storm system to our south. The worst case scenario appears to be a period of light rain across the southern terminals on Friday. But right now out there, it's beautiful. The latest out of Newark right now, 58 degrees, dew point 46. Humidity 65%, wind northeast at 12. A few clouds right now, broken at about 24,000 feet, and basically broken clouds in the forecast. Scattered to broken clouds in the forecast throughout the afternoon. VFR conditions in place. Philadelphia, same story, 61, dew point 46, humidity 58%. The wind is out of the northeast at 12, gusting up to 22 already. Visibility 10 miles, with a few ceilings at 4,000, 15,000, 26,000. Scattered clouds to broken clouds across the region today with VFR conditions in place. Using the latest forecast charts from the Weather Prediction Center, here is our analysis this morning with area of low pressure here across South Carolina and Georgia. And high pressure doming in, reaching in to the northern mid-Atlantic and southern mid-Atlantic area. And there's a weak disturbance here across the Virginias that's not noted on the surface observation this morning, but it's showing up in the Progs, keeping the rain just to our south across the I-95 corridor and portions to the south and west for today. As high pressure continues, that will slowly begin to fill and weaken, but still there's a trough access here just to our south and west over the Appalachians here. And it's going to cause some light rain showers to be in this vicinity while our region remains high and dry. And it looks like our weather really is going to be quite benign and delightful and continually dry across most of the forecast region right through the weekend as high pressure dominates the forecast. Another front slides through the region on Thursday night and Friday morning, reinforcing more high pressure and a cool air mass in place right through the week. So near to slightly below normal temperatures going ahead into the weekend. And there's no appreciable change in the forecast right through Sunday and Monday of next week as high pressure just continues to build over the forecast region. Just gorgeous, but very, very dry. The latest 6 to 10 day temperature outlooks calls for near to above normal temperatures and below normal precipitation across the region. The next 8 to 14 days, not much change, above normal temperatures and once again below normal precipitation. And of course the autumn equinox begins this Wednesday morning at 4:22 a.m. And right on target, right on season, this forecast for this week looks autumn-like indeed. For everything live, It's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Have a fantastic Monday.